the third round of the season, Sardinia is definitely one of the most scenic of GPs that we have on the calendar. For starters, it's a beautiful island in the Mediterranean Sea, and it's a perfect setting for a lot of the riders and a lot of the teams to kind of get in a good headspace before a busy GP. So you have the beautiful surroundings of the racetrack in Riola Sardo, but then you come to the track and it's nothing but relaxing.
Lucas Coonan goes down, Adamo down there as well. And has passed the line as his brother goes down. Oh, over the front and getting beat up. A little bit of assistance. There's Benoit Pacturel. Wow.
It's a bottomless sand track, it's beach sand, and it is arguably one of the toughest tracks on our calendar.
When you're down there on the ground and you see how the track cuts up, as always on TV, it doesn't look as bad. How physically demanding it is as well. There's a lot of stop and start on there, so the holes get deeper through the turns, even the little switchbacks. So the guys are always constantly working to get the best out of it. And because it's on the beach, there is no end. There's no hard edges. Every time a wheel goes through it, it just digs out and gets deeper and deeper and deeper. It's relentless.
As well as the first sand track of the season, which is incredibly tough, you also have to put the higher temperatures. They come into play as well. And unexpectedly, they come into play because it's quite early in the season, and I don't think many of the riders expected such hot temperatures so early on in the calendar. And throughout the weekend, we definitely saw that track separate the boys from the men.
I'm quite confident. I'm also still improved a lot on the sand. Yeah, I think I was already fast enough last year, and now my bike is a lot faster than the one I had last year. So I think if I get 2 good starts or 2 okay starts, then I'll be able to win. But it's not that easy, unfortunately. So yeah, we need to see and hope to not get too much bad luck this weekend.
Hello and a very good morning to you in Riola Sardo, Sardinia, the MXGP of Sardinia. It's going to be a challenging test for the riders.
Put some makeup. Sardinia is obviously the complete opposite as Spain. Like Spain is ruts, but Sardinia is I think the toughest track out there. In Spain was good, I got the 3rd overall, so it was a consistent weekend, but I'm motivated to do better in Sardinia.
Let's grab a few words with our current points leader, Daniela Guillen.
I think I'm training hard in the sun in Spain, so yeah, I have good feeling, and here I think this track is special about me because I do my first podium here, so I'm really happy to come here.
I really like the track here. Of course it's sand, so that makes me feel a little bit more home. Last year I got in the 2nd moto with a bad start. I got up to 3rd, so that was still okay, but not good enough. So yeah, this year we're going for the win.
Courtney Duncan eyeing up that first turn. Can she find her way to the podium? "20 minutes plus 2, WMX race 2 here at Riola Sardo."
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance.
the inside into third place immediately. Lotte van Drunen.
I just wanna have fun, turn around, turn around. I just wanna have fun.
Montanesi is who leads. Duncan in second. Lotte van Drunen third. Nguyen in fourth. Valk there in fifth place. From fifth to fourth to third. She may be second by the time we get over the jump here. Side by side, bar to bar with Duncan as Nguyen moves into that second place. Van Drunen goes around Fontanesi, same place as she did yesterday, moves into second place. But Lotte van Drunen in the driving seat here. It's been a perfect day in Sardinia once again for Lotte van Drunen, who wins round 2.
It was amazing. I was the fastest seriously all weekend. To expect to be this much faster, I never thought of that, but I'm coming for the championship.
Lotte van Drunen! Third place trophy to Lynn Valk, her 8th career podium, her 4th time as a third place finisher. Lotte van Drunen, the new championship leader in WMX.
The hat shouldn't be in the photo. I don't know why. Josh Gilbert has been challenging at the front of the British Championship for quite a few years now. He's been gradually moving forward both in the MX2 class and in the 450cc class. He was in one of the top teams in the UK, who certainly cleaned up all of the main domestic championships, but they wanted to stay there, and Josh wanted to get to the pinnacle, which is MXGP. So he has walked away from a very good team and a very good deal to actually now compete with the very best riders in the world.
How are the levers? The levers in the right place?
This one feels quite far in. Yeah.
But we had a good start in Argentina though, didn't we, in the race?
So Josh has got this opportunity now with the Gabriel SS24 KTM, run by Shaun Simpson, who he was actually racing at the early part of 2023. They raced indoors against each other. They know each other well as rivals. Shaun Simpson is Britain's most successful rider in the MXGP division as it stands now. He's won more Grand Prix than any other British rider on a 450cc machine. So in terms of Shaun Simpson as a team manager, there will be no ex-Grand Prix rider from the UK better than Shaun for a young rider to learn from under his team umbrella.
So basically 20 years as a rider, twice fourth in the world, 3 times British champion. I've won 4 Grand Prix in the Premier MXGP class, and I had sort of 7 or 8 attempts at a podium at the Motocross of Nations in 2019 with Nathan Watson and Adam Sturry, which was, you know, a major achievement, something that I'm most proud of. But also the 2 first days in Adam Sturry, which was definitely a major achievement. I can talk. Sometimes I just need to cut it down by 50%. I think working with Josh, having raced him for a few years, I think he's a real talent. I don't think he looks like he's ever out of control. Always looks like he's probably got more speed in him, and that's our job to bring that out of him.
Valk is also there with the Gabriel SS24 KTM team, with extra backing from KTM as well to make sure that that team is around for the whole season. So Cass has got a good full year of racing ahead of him, getting lots of experience from lots of different quarters, all with Shaun Simpson in his ear, who has so much experience to offer him.
It's already a really big opportunity. Already raced the MX2 some races this year, so no, I really look forward to it, and to start it in Sardinia. I think it's like one of the most nice tracks for a Dutch rider. For sure, in the beginning of the race, they are like, yeah, you have to really be focused, and like you cannot, when you make one mistake, they are on the left, right, they are everywhere. It's really intense in the first laps.
So far this year, Husqvarna and the Nastan boys, they are the team to beat. They're winning the races. Kai has won the first 2 Grand Prix. He wants to make it 3.
Now we're in Sardinia, the first sand track of the year, deep sand. The battle's going to be even more intense. All eyes are going to be on these two.
Kai is probably the favourite to do well here. He's kind of self-moulding himself a little bit as the fastest rider in the sand, probably in MX2.
And then you have young gun, Lucas Koenen, just full gas the whole way. Who's going to stop them? Who's going to get in the mix there and challenge them both?
And look at De Wolf already around the outside, looking to slingshot his way into contention. But he's got his teammate right there. This is going to be real good to watch because those two have been the fastest on track all weekend. It'll be great to see who has that upper hand. Takes over the lead at the start of lap 3. We've got a new leader, Kai De Wolf. Koenen goes past his brother, so Lucas now leads Sasha as he moves into second place.
For sure, many people expected that I would win in Sardinia, but Lucas was a big competitor for me. He was riding amazing, and we had some great battles.
Lucas Koenen is in the ascendancy, and he is applying the pressure to the championship leader on lap 7. De Wolf ran it in too deep. Lucas Koenen all over the back of him, 3/10 in it. Tense moments for the guys down there in pit lane. Turn! And he's surfing the bank there, and that was the mistake. Is he going to run his teammate wide? He doesn't even give him the opportunity. Fantastic move that. He was all in, was Lucas Koenen.
Yeah, rule number 1, always beat your teammate, no matter the condition.
Lucas Koenen is going to cross the line for his 7th career race victory. In his first in 2024, Koenen wins on the Nissan Husqvarna.
Yeah, he was on a good pace, and I just settled for second, and that's something I've learned over the years to sometimes be happy with a second or a third. Just before the second race, they prepped the outside in the second turn. I saw it in siding lap, and I was like, need to make that work. I knew I had to get a good start and stay on the inside. And then fly around the outside in the second one, and that's basically what I did.
It is the 74, Kai De Wolf, who leads the way from Sasha Koenen, Simon Langenfelder, and then the 2 Red Bull KTMs either side, Adamo, and the 72 of Everts just there on screen. Explosive start once again. Look how quick the 96, your winner from race 1, is making light work and easily doubling the outside there. No one else in MX2 jumping that. He's got Langenfelder right there, and is he going to move into second? Yes, he is. Lucas Koenen is absolutely on fire. He wants to go 1-1 here, and his teammate knows it as well.
Could sprint a few laps and try to get away, but Lucas kept me honest and stayed on my rear wheel.
There you go. There is the boom or bust from Lucas Koenen, and there is a gift for Langenfelder, and there is a gift for De Wolf. Adamo has found his way past Langenfelder, and that moves him into 3rd place, and that's going to cement another podium as it stands right now.
I looked up from my monitor and saw the timing screen.
Ooh, hello. Andrea Adamo, disqualification sign coming up on the timing, saying not coming to a full stop in pit lane.
At that moment, it was a case of, well, I don't recall him being in pit lane because the time gaps were similar, you know, between him and the guys around him. And if you are going in pit lane, you're going to lose time anyway. So what was clear, he didn't stop.
And that would gift the podium to Camden McClellan on what would be a dramatic final lap then. Lucas Koenen will be on the podium for the first time. It will be Edna Starnhurst final 1-2. A third consecutive Grand Prix victory. Kai de Wolf goes and wins in Sardinia.
Ed il Gran Premio di Sardegna, Kai de Wolf!
And Adamo is going to be disqualified. Camden McClellan will be on the podium. Flexing his muscles once again, Kai de Wolf victorious here.
Let's go!
It was really nice to see Camden and the emotions and satisfaction from him and the whole team. First MX2 podium. He's been growing over the GPs and finally he got there. Mixed emotions for Lucas Koenen. It was a tough GP for him and he did shine, but he was so deflated because he could have got that overall victory.
Only won one GP last year, so to get now 3 in a row, get the red plate also, and at least show what I was capable of last year. Now I've been showing it the last 2 GPs, but hopefully we can keep it going.
One of the new teams in MXGP in 2024 is Fantic Factory Racing. Obviously, the infrastructure has been around for a few years, based in the Netherlands, but obviously new with Fantic and Fantic machinery this year. Of course, you got Louis Vosters running the team, owning the team. Vitaly Tonkov is still the team manager.
Actually, we had a really busy winter. The transition, it was a lot of work to work together and to start up with Fantic. It was a big job, but everything went really well. And it was a busy winter, but it was also a nice experience.
But it hasn't been all plain sailing. Obviously, Rowan van der Moosdijk was the teammate at the beginning of the year. But before Sardinia, we've heard that he's been released, he's going to be riding elsewhere, and that Brian Bogers is coming in to replace him.
Hello, Brian.
Looking like a movie star.
Yeah, and I don't look like that.
But it's going to be interesting to see how Brian Bogers goes, because he's been on the couch for a while, he's been without a ride. Not retired necessarily, but just waiting for an opportunity.
I thought to start like a little bit of my own team, you know, to keep riding. But yeah, during the week I had to make a decision, like I go training or I go to work, you know, because in the end I also need to make money and pay the bills at the end of the month.
Right, okay, so we're talking what sort of work?
Yeah, I did work in the constructions, like a plasterer. So I make the walls nice and smooth.
Smooth operator.
Louis called me. In the beginning, actually, it was for 2 races, and you know, and on that moment, I was already like, okay, let's do this.
Well, I did exactly 7 days on the bike. Yeah, 7 times. No, not so much. You know, the others have like, if they change a brand or something, they have minimum like 2-3 months.
And then a few days later, he called back again, and he said, yeah, maybe it's possible for more races. I said, yeah, you know, and I literally said like, even it's for the whole season, yo, for me, would be perfect.
With it being a sand race, it's probably the perfect opportunity for him, Brian Bogers, to shine and sort of show what he can do.
You know, it's been tough months. Like, you know, the off season is actually very, very short, and yeah, the guys need to put in a lot of effort in a short time, and luckily they were able to do that, and I'm quite happy with my bike now. So it's actually been good.
What I like about Glenn, he is a true professional, absolutely dedicated to his craft, works hard, trains hard, lives a very, very clean life.
Earplugs. I want to still hear when I'm 60. The bikes are very loud. But this is only the elements or some stuff more? Important also. Doesn't get stinky. Look, cycling on the road. For me it's dangerous. Sand is always more easy. I mean, for a Dutch guy, you know, growing up in the sand, it's always, yeah, a bit more easy, I would say. Oei. Oh, look at that. No way. No way. They're touching, eh? We gonna try also, or what? I mean, I've got full insurance, but I think the lady just don't want to go back so far in reverse. I think that's the point.
I still enjoy it a lot. I enjoy just the riding itself and the racing and, you know, getting the adrenaline again. And yeah, it's what I love from when I was a kid, and I still love it today. So I think that's just keeps me going.
Normally when we stay here for off-season training, we stay at a place close to here, like 10 minutes from here. And yeah, obviously Riola, you know, is a deep, heavy sand track, which is good for the physical condition, and you know, it's good to prepare. So most of the years we stayed here. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. I mean, it's sand, but actually I've done many good races here, so it's definitely one of my favorites. When you do good, you know, it's always good.
Now, if you've got a role model and an example to follow, Glenn is definitely that guy.
I think with that amount of experience in the team and the knowledge from the riders and team manager, I think they definitely will mean business this year and show that that Fantic bike is competitive.
Ready. Hello everybody, welcome back to Riola Sardo, round 3 of the FIA Motocross World Championship in the MXGP of Sardinia. My name's Paul Malin, Jason Thomas from Fly Racing alongside me. Hey, here's how the riders line up then as they finished in that Ram qualifying race with Jorge Prado on pole, back-to-back qualifying wins now for the Spaniard, and then Tim Geiser, Hurling, Siwa. Gate drops here then, and Prado looking good coming into the first turn. Where is Fevra? Well, he's got the long way round there. But it's Prado and Siwa just like yesterday, but this time, at the first time of asking, Prado up the inside. Siwa now second, Geiser there in third place. Well, not for long.
Jorge Prado wants to get away, and Tim Geiser knows he can't let him get away, so both of them are going to be trying to put in their best laps early.
Everybody has quite a decent speed. You need to play with the bike and play with the track. And you need to be creative. Quickly take another line, or you need to make quick changes, you know, and yeah, that's actually what I mean with creative. Go wherever you want to go instead of the bike sends you to go.
Jorge Prado, he wins race 1 on Sunday and extends his lead to 14 points in the process over Tim Geiser. No cause for celebration. He knows there is still a lot of work to do.
Prado setting the benchmark, setting the pace, and everybody else just trying to play catch-up at the moment.
You have riders like Tim Geiser and Jeffrey Hurling, and they are literally left scratching their heads at Jorge Prado because his mentality, he's just too cool for school at the moment. Now we're in the sand and he wants to show that he can win in the sand with Jeffrey Hurling's behind him.
You can't argue with the performance of Prado. His rivals are going away from here thinking, what else can we do? They're still trying to figure out that chessboard of, you know, there's a lot of Prado pieces on it, and they're just trying to figure him out, I think.
Hatting the number one on the front of that Red Bull Gas. Jorge Prado wins in Sardinia. The new King of Sand has arrived. Prado wins here at round 3.
I was definitely a bit disappointed about how the weekend went. I couldn't show what I was capable of. I was just lacking a bit of speed and I think lacking a bit of everything. But you know, I'll keep fighting. Still, you know, I keep believing, I keep working hard, and yeah, until I get there, yeah, I'll do everything.